it's anything to do with raising money. I don't think they care one way or the other if it raises money. I think they want to punish people they they think are the enemy, who are getting unfair advantages, whose ancestors obviously stole that land from someone else to get that land in the first place. I think it's just vindictive socialist communist policies. I think the farmer thing is also about punishing landowners.
Mm.
I think it's a very vindictive, ideological driven policy, just like that on private schools. I don't think it's anything to do with raising money. I don't think they care one way or the other if it raises money. I think they want to punish people they they think are the enemy, who are getting unfair advantages, whose ancestors obviously stole that land from someone else to get that land in the first place. I think it's just vindictive socialist communist policies.
Oh, certainly, yeah, it is. Uh, it's definitely down to ideology. I mean, if you look at the 40 billion in tax raises, for example, um, that an economist called Liam Halligan has already said that that 40 billion has already been swallowed up by the fact that the gilt yields are going up,
Mm.
by the fact that interest rates are going to have to go up, and that inflation, as we've just seen, has gone up 0.6% in 1 month.
Yeah.
That has now swallowed up the 40 billion in tax rises already, because now the government debt, government borrowing has gone up in the interest payments on that government debt has now gone up, which is going to go out the country anyway to foreign investors or foreign money lenders, shall we say. So that 40 billion is already basically wiped off. They've just had to
Right.
borrow
Wow.
17.4 billion pounds in 1 month. And that is even for the Tories, who
Yeah.
were no economic experts by the end, that is a hell of a lot of borrowing and a lot more than was forecasted by the OBR. And we can see the growth forecast for this country now. It's down, down, down. We are going to
Mm.
go, well, if we carry on like we are, we're heading head first into recession. 0.1% growth is pitiful. You might as well not have any growth at all. It's basically zero, isn't it?
Well, every
And
government exaggerates growth, and the most they could exaggerate was saying it's going to be 1.5%. And we know they all exaggerate. So I think they don't even think it's going to be 1.5%. Unemployment just went up last week for the first
mhm.
time for ages. All the major supermarkets in UK have just said they're going to be laying staff off because of national insurance increases. They're looking at staff cost savings at the moment. Recession could be on the horizon.
I think it is, and it's not just the supermarkets now. The car manufacturers have just come out. Ford have just said they're laying 800 staff off in the UK.
Wow.
Nissan have just said they are thinking about pulling out of the UK because there simply isn't the appetite for electric vehicles, which
Mm.
the government are forcing them
Yeah.
to to produce, and people aren't buying them. People don't want them. People like the internal combustion engine cars. They like the diesel cars, the petrol cars, and even if you do buy an electric vehicle, there's not the infrastructure in this country to keep them charged up anyway.
Yeah.
And now all these car manufacturers are saying, well, forget the UK. We're going to go to a country where they drive diesel and petrol, and they're going to keep buying them because we're going to make money there. Whereas in the UK, nobody's buying them because nobody's buying into this green agenda, unfortunately, apart from, of course, the politicians. They've just put a tax on boilers very, very quietly, by the way. And if certain companies don't install enough heat pumps over a
Mm.
certain amount, don't sell, sorry, enough heat pumps over a certain amount of time, they're going to get a bill from the government for not selling enough heat pumps. Effectively, a tax
Mm.
on boilers. And they're trying to financially cripple us and bully us into going along with these stupid agendas. And with it, the economy is going down the drain, and they can't see what's going on. I've said this on your channel before that